We're doing it.
And we're live. We're doing it. Hello. There, I know I can see Claire Borden, Lainey, Leanne, and Anya in the chat, but I don't know if anybody else is hiding behind the door, because you know what they do. They hide behind the door and they pop out when I'm not expecting them. So hello, you four. And I don't know about these three ladies, but all I managed to do today is edit a video, and I can't force myself to do anything else no matter how hard I try. Can't do it. Today's been a very glue day.
I've had this morning off.
Oh, list.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just deal with Lex. There we go. That's sorted that out.
I am again.
Ready, show off.
That's
Is that your to-do list?
Yeah.
Are they called ticks then?
Apparently so. I've heard.
I've got make bread left to do.
Yours I haven't even got as far as making a list.
No,
There are some lovely people just wandering in. Let's say hello. I can see Sail Away and Jane. I've already said hello to the first four, haven't I? So hello, you four again, just in case. Hi, Christine says you obviously have no listing, drafting, photographing, or anything to do. No, none at all.
Well done.
And Sail Away and Sophie Burrows is there, and Jane Cardicott. Or Sophie says she watches all four of us, and she's purchased from me before. Thank you for that, Sophie. But she's never managed to catch a live. We were usually on at a weird time on a Sunday morning, aren't we? Julie Pearson's and Crispy's there, and Claire Riley, and Gillian Holbrook, and Joan Morris, and Jane Friel, and Beth Ann Sam, and Tasty eBay, and Queenie Conquest, mother of Norman, and Claire Plant. I think we're well up on the Claires already. I think I'm probably about 3 Claires in.
Claire, your brooch is on its way. It's on its way.
And there's Joy and Fandria and Netspresso and Chris H. So hello, everybody. We were just, I was bored. I say bored. Bored implies that you haven't got anything to do. That's not strictly true. I was more not doing anything I ought to do. Quite.
Yeah. Bored means being bored is literally translated as can't be arsed.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't want to. Tom Thrift's hi, and Pamela Barker says she just sent you an email, Lex.
I know, I'm reading the email right now.
Sharon Williams, this is fun. Kaz's collection and Kirsten. I'm seeing some names that I don't normally see. So hang on. Seeing some names that I don't normally see. So going live at a different time of day is fun for that, isn't it? Because you get to see new people. Hi, Barbara and Sue Carter. Yeah, everybody's procrastinating, apparently. Leanne says she's feeling down. I'm sorry about that, Leanne. And probably by the end of this, you'll probably feel worse because we're not known for cheering people up. But I'm sorry you're feeling down. I think it's weather-related or world-related.
You know, when it's cold, I just want to be in a ball. I just want to go in a bubble bath or get into bed or just sit there and go, I just want to stay warm. And it's not freezing yet, is it?
No, that's it. It's not even cold, is it? It's just dank.
Meh.
Dank is such a good word, isn't it?
Dank is a good word, isn't it?
Is it onomatopoeic? Is that what I'm thinking?
If you watched Caroline's vlog this week, you'll know that me and Caroline have decided we don't know what any of the words mean. So, onomatopoeic is the one that sounds like what you're describing, isn't it? I think.
Like
so, yeah.
Dank sounds dank, doesn't it? It's it sounds. It is, and that's what it is, isn't it? It's just a general thing. Yeah.
So it's lovely to see Auntie Sue on a live.
Yes.
Auntie Sue's fan club in.
Oh,
and
sorry. Can I show you what was in my delivery? I had a delivery today from the works.
Oh, hello, Craig. Oh, and thank you. Oh dear, where am I? Thank you, Leanne Hill, for your compliments about my hair. I'm glad if I've inspired other people to go grey. Then yes, because why the hell shouldn't we?
Absolutely.
And you do rock it as well.
Thank you. Oh, what? Oh, that's
So this
pretty.
is your delivery. Sophie says she works at the Works, and I can tell by that sticker that the reason she's saying that is because that's from the Works, yeah?
From the Works, yeah. So these are fillable advent calendars.
Ah, yes.
Because I want to do jewellery advent calendars for people.
Ooh.
So have you opened one of them yet? Have you opened one of them? What does it do? Does it sort of slide out so that you can fill it? Is it?
Yeah, I'm guessing that it's like a little tray inside, like a wooden tray, and yeah, you just put them in and.
Oh, are they
yeah.
wooden? Do they feel like they didn't look heavy when you picked them up?
No, they're cardboard. They're cardboard ones.
Oh, they're broken.
They're broken. No, they're. Oh yeah, I just thought it was something for me to do anyway, isn't it? I've ordered 6, so there's only going to be 6 of them.
That would be a fun thing to order for friends as well. So I might order one for you and put some kale in every window.
Yeah, a little rotting piece of kale. Just
yeah. By the 24th of September, you're just putting like this
like,
limp sludge.
Yeah.
December even. I don't know what Christmas is in, apparently.
I haven't had that one, but the idea was great.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Good idea, Lex. Yeah.
Well, I figured it just sounds like fun. It's something fun for me to do, you know. I did order online, yes, and I got free next day delivery. I think so. I only ordered it yesterday.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. Can't Mandy? That shot past me. Mandy says she lost someone to COVID this weekend. Far too close for comfort. I'm so sorry, Mandy.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. It is. It's creeping closer, isn't it? It's gone from being only affecting people who I know to affecting people who I know now. You know, there was a element of separation. You know,
Yeah.
but now that's gone. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So do we think this general slump is about everything, or?
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much going.
Bye, everybody.
There's so much going on. We're going into winter. Yeah, you know, we're going into winter. People don't like that anyway, having to let go of the summer such as it was. But what with everything else on top of it, I think, yeah, it feels like a double whammy, a wet end to a very long year.
I really resent the clocks changing. I'm like, I want that evening hour back. So all very well you giving me lighter mornings, but I don't want to go out first thing in the morning. I want to walk my dogs in the evening, and I don't want to do it in the dark. And I resent that. And it, you know, people talk about cozy nights in, don't they? People go, I like it when the clocks change because you can pull the curtains and you can curl up in front of the telly. If you're not a telly person, and if you're not curling up with anyone, it's not necessarily quite so cozy, you know. It's a bit kind of like just go to bed. I think just go to bed.
One for me as well. Like I'm not a big fan of Christmas because it reminds me of how lonely I am, and that sounds like so.
It does. It does tend to. If you're not a family person, even if you never wanted kids, Christmas does tend to thrust in your face that this is who you should have been. Doesn't it, you know?
You have a massive family all around you that you know, they all come around on Christmas Day and you have a big argument, but it's okay because you all love each other and you're a family and all of that. And you should be partying all the time, and you should be, you know, putting on your best frock and going out and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm cold. I don't like it. and see them for Christmas, and sometimes like, yeah, my nephews and my sister might pop round and stuff. But it's not, you know, big family do with a massive turkey and, you know, playing games in the afternoon. So, you know, like,
sorry, Kirsten.
Oh dear.
Sorry. This isn't very cheerful, is it? So what we've established, right? We've established everybody's pissed off. We're all pissed off. Okay, let's see if we can change it. So, Lex, tell me your favorite Everest joke. Favoriteest ever joke.
Oh, okay, give me a second. I've got some weird ones that people don't ever understand.
Fancy that.
No. My favourite ever joke is, what does Speedy Gonzales put under his carpets? Underlay.
Yeah.
What about you, Auntie Sue? Got any jokes?
I don't know any.
None at all?
No. I have no memory, Carla.
Ditto. I don't do jokes in that sense either.
Okay, I've just Googled funny jokes, and this is what the Reader's Digest think, that these jokes will get a laugh every time. So I'm going to read through them, and in the chat, you have to laugh every time because apparently it's bloody hilarious. You ready? What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag's a big plus.
Yeah.
I should have got you to hold up scorecards, shouldn't I? If I know we were doing this.
Stacey has one, but it sounds like a bit of an Eddie Izzard one that I'm sure you could probably translate into French. Pourquoi le singe fall from...
A plummet sur la branche. Sur la branche.
Plummet sur la branche. C'est la mort.
C'est il mort. Il mort.
Yeah, il mort. See, jokes in French.
Okay, Sailorway's got one. What do you call a Mexican football player with no legs? Gracias.
Yes.
Oh
no.
Oh dear. Here's another one from the Reader's Digest. I've invented a new word. Plagiarism.
That's awful. I didn't even get that for a second.
What do you call a vain Viking from Helen Jones? A narcissist.
Oh, I like that.
I do like that one. There's a classic from June Dickey. Why was 6 afraid of 9 on New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. I don't know.
Let's wait for her to tell us the answer. The Reader's Digest next one. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. What else is here? Yesterday I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters in the road. I asked him, what's the word on the street?
Oh, God.
June Dick says because 987. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh, right. Oh my God, I'm slow today.
Oh.
My brain hurts.
Knock, knock.
Hello.
Everyone apart from Lex. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Control freak.
Control freak.
No, you say control freak who?
Control freak who? It's like glue, isn't it?
I like look up. Have you got the ones that are at the end of the Vicar of Dibley? Because they're always good.
Well, maybe I can find them.
Like, what was it? No, I can't remember.
Vicar of Dibley.
Good joke. I just want to say, Pamela. She wants a piece of jewelry, but I cannot for the life of me remember like what that one is. So if it was in a video listed on my last blog, could you screenshot it? Because I have no idea. I list so many. It sounds so bad, but I list so many things. I have no idea.
June Dickey, why couldn't the pony sing a lullaby? She was a little horse. Kath Eames, a huge sinkhole opened up on the motorway under suspicious circumstances. Police are looking into it. Alan Jones went into the baker's. All the cakes were priced at 50p each except for one. When I asked the baker why, he said, that's Madeira cake.
That's
I like that one.
Cake joke, you see. It's a cake joke.
I found Vicar Dibley ones. Okay, so we've got
cheese jokes. Cheese jokes.
Cheese jokes.
Cheese, as in, like, what cheese would you use to tempt a grizzly from its cave? Camembert.
Here's a Vicar Dibley one. You ready? They've come up with a new low-fat communion wafer. It's called I Can't Believe It's Not Jesus. There's a nun having a bath and there's a knock at the door. She says, "Who is it?" And the reply comes, "It's the blind man. Can I come in?" So she says, "All right, then come on in." So this chap walks in and says, "Nice tits. Where do you want the blind?" This one was my favourite. I remember her telling this one. 2 nuns are driving through Transylvania when a great big vampire jumps on the bonnet. One nun says to the other, "Show him your cross." The other nun opens the window and says, "Get off my bonnet, you toothy git."
Good books.
What do you give a sick lemon? Lemonade.
What about this one I've just looked up then? An old married couple are in church one Sunday when the woman turns to her husband and says, "I've just let out a really long silent fart. What should I do?" And husband turns to her and says, "Replace batteries in your hearing aid."
Helen's got a cheese one. What cheese can you use to disguise a horse? Mascarpone.
Yes, that's a good cheese joke.
Oh dear, I like the Madeira cake one best.
Yeah, that was quite classy.
Yeah. There's a few more people who've wandered in. Look, there's Flog It and See and Tracy O'Neill and Carol Curtin and EFGO TV wants bananas apparently.
Okay.
Well,
good for you.
Tracy says, "What happened when the air conditioning in the cheese factory broke? There was a meltdown." Claire says, "Edam is great, but Gouda is Gouda." Here come the men with things on their heads. What do you call a bloke with a spade on his head? Doug. What do you call a bloke without a spade on his head?
Douglas.
What do you call a man with leaves on his head?
Russell.
Yay. I can't remember. There's loads of hundreds of them, aren't there?
Yeah, it's all the kids' jokes books.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
What do you call a fly with no wings?
A walk.
A walk. What do you call a deer with no eyes?
No idea.
What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs?
Still no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jokes you can join in on. That's the future of comedy.
What's that?
Don't know. What is that?
A herd of them. What's that?
Don't know.
Jeb, one of those.
One of them.
Yeah.
Why didn't the cheese want to be sliced? Because he had greater plans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carrie, what do you call a man with a seagull on his head? Cliff. See, I used to love those when I was a kid. I knew hundreds. I wonder if I can find them.
Put a 2-parter one in for you to read out, Carl. You'll read it better than me. Ran out of digits. So it's
okay. A wife sent her husband a romantic text message. She wrote, "If you are sleeping, send me your dreams. If you are laughing, send me your smile. If you are eating, send me a bite. If you are drinking, send me a sip. If you are crying, send me your tears. I love you." Her husband texted back, "I'm on the toilet. Please advise."
Now that's a joke.
Oh dear. Why have I got to agree to be sent notifications? All I'm trying to do is look for jokes.
No, well, you see.
What do you call birds that stick together? Velcros.
Oh,
I should have known that one. I have my crow.
Zero.
Yeah.
What do you call a man with a plank of wood on his head?
I
don't remember that one.
No, I don't know.
Edward.
Edward? Oh, Floggenstee's got a proper question.
Right.
That is a tricky one, isn't it? Because if it's the same buyer and it's 2 puzzles and you know damn well they were complete, then we know and you know that they're pulling your leg. But there's nothing you can do apart from offer a refund because you have no choice but to offer a refund. And if she is blagging you, then all she's got to do is take a few pieces out and send you back the rest. And you, to be honest, harsh as it sounds, you're stuffed, mate.
Yeah, you're screwed either way.
Yeah, you can't win that one. However, you can block her before she buys anything else and send her a glitter bomb in the post. I didn't say that. I never said that out loud. Never send anyone a glitter bomb in the post. Never do that.
and just don't sell incomplete puzzles. Don't sell puzzles unless they're new and sealed.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got burned a few times, then...
Yeah, you just wouldn't. Nice one, Joan. That's.
Oh, Carrie says, what do you call a man with 2 planks of wood on his head? Edward Woodward. I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Nice.
Kathy says, can glitter be bad? No, glitter's lovely, isn't it? And there's nothing nicer than opening a package and discovering it's full of glitter that's just bounced out at you. That's lovely. That's a lovely thing.
You'll be finding it for weeks.
That's what I'm gonna fill these advent calendars with. It's not jewelry, it's just glitter.
Just glitter on screen.
Flipping it.
Oh dear.
What do you call a sad cup of coffee?
No.
A depresso.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah, this isn't working.
Sorry. What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter?
Oh.
An elephant.
That's sad.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What do you call a dinosaur that's sleeping?
No.
Snore.
A dinosaur.
A dinosaur. Cool.
Have you got some Christmas crackers in front of you, something, Carla?
Got a phone. Google is my friend. Why did Shakespeare only write in pen, says June Dickey? Because it's going to be something about 2B, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be something about 2B, and I don't know what. Kathleen says, I want a glitter bomb. Where do you buy them? They sound lovely.
There must be a
Oh, pencils confused him. 2B or not 2B. And somebody said, what about would you rather? We can do a quick would you rather. We've had fun with that in the past, haven't we?
Oh dear.
Yeah, they normally end up getting quite rude though, don't they?
Oh,
well, only when you're around.
They do in this company. Yeah.
One final joke, look, from Tracy. How many ears does Spock have? 3, the left ear, the right ear, and the final frontier.
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay, Lex, would you rather
No.
have a hand growing out of your bumhole or bumholes on the end of all your fingers?
Yeah.
Are they working bum holes?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
I think I'd rather have a hand up my bum.
No, it's not up your bum, it's growing out. So literally it's going to be growing out like a 5-fingered tail kind of affair.
Yeah, that sounds all right. Yeah.
Where are you going to put that in your trousers? Think about it. Where's that going to go? I mean, are you going to do sort of a tuck and pull it up the front?
No, I wear skirts. I go commando.
Did you just glitter bomb yourself, Heather? What happened there?
My very full, large button box has just
emptied itself.
It just vomited its contents all over the floor.
You have just glitter bombed yourself. You've button bombed yourself.
I button bombed myself. Excuse me.
Bugger.
Right, so you reckon you're going to have a hand growing out your ass and you're just going to wear skirts all the time?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fine.
What about tights? Where is it going to go in your tights? It's going to feel like a poo in all the time, isn't it? It's going to feel like you've messed yourself.
Yeah, but you get used to it, don't you?
I don't think other people would.
And
on the ends of your hands is...
Imagine you having a one-night stand. Imagine, or even just meeting someone and go for the first, intimacy. They look down there and there it is.
And that down there might be useful though.
It depends which way fingers go, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Auntie Sue knows. Dirty bugger.
Hi, Sam, Mum. Hi, Sam. Yeah, Kath says it's easy to hold the paper. Yeah.
See, there's some practical use for this.
Right, has anybody else got any would you rathers? Yeah, Amy says, what if your hand out your bum touches people up? Imagine if you had no control over it and had a mind of its own and it's just groping people as you walk past them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is the hand like of me, or is it? Is it like it's been like in horror films? You know, when you get someone else's hand surgically like put onto you. And it's got, it's the X hand of the
and it's independent of your desires.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was still stuck on the fingers as bumholes, to be honest.
Yes. Yes,
you are looking very crisp and well defined. Is how you're looking.
They've sent me some new internet, so. See, that would just be handy, Throw it in my knickers.
Sophie says, would you rather have hands as feet or feet as hands? What do you reckon, Auntie Sue?
Hands as feet.
I don't think they would hold more. Although I suppose if I had tiny feet, they'd still be,
I'd just sit down a lot.
Yeah, I think you'd be better off having hands as feet, because feet as hands are just, you wouldn't be able to do anything. Can you imagine trying to type if you had feet instead of hands?
Besides, nobody ever gets to see my feet. I'm not having them up here and all.
What if they were different ones? What if they were nothing like your other feet?
If they were pretty feet. No, I'd still stick with these, I think. As horrible as they are.
What do you reckon, Lex?
Yeah, it was the plate.
Oh no. Yeah, I'd have hands and feet, and then you could be like a monkey.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather have hands for feet.
Can you imagine how quick Lex could sort jewellery?
Yeah. Woohoo.
I've got to slow down with my sorting jewellery thing, because I bought a load the other day just to go through, just because I was bored. So I was like, I treat myself to them. And it didn't even last the morning. So, oh God, do it slower.
It is actually a drug to you, isn't it? It really
Yeah.
is. I mean, we were joking about this when we were in Nottingham. Don't mention the war. When we were in Nottingham, Lex and I shared a hotel room. And it was about 7 a.m. and I'd been to the loo. Came back and I'm laid in bed, and you're in that bit that's kind of between sleep and wakefulness. You're lying there kind of dozing, I suppose. And I'm thinking, what is that noise I can hear?
Clink, clink, clink.
And it was Lex in her bed at 7 a.m. sorting jewellery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
Almost in the dark, sorting jewellery in the dark.
Yeah. That's so excited.
I was like, that is literally like a drug. That is you having your little morning fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
and if it's not to the point where you're gobbling it all up in one go, then you probably need an intervention. You need to be weaned off.
Yeah, but I can't. It relaxes me.
Yeah, it's pretty much sounded like every drug I've ever heard of so far. Go on.
Yeah. And also, I can't go out and, because I've been told not to, and I can't go shopping because the shops are shut anyway, and I can't smoke, I can't drink, and I shouldn't be eating. So what have I got left?
I think you're allowed to eat.
Yeah, but obviously I want to, not, because since I've given up smoking, I snacked a lot more. I am. So it's like, oh, bloody hell, what have I got? What have I got left? And
well, at least your obsession brings you some money in.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's not like it's an unhealthy thing. It's it's profitable. It's a profitable addiction. So that's okay. So I've got jewellery next to me right now, obviously. Just
So it's always just within reach in case she just needs to reach out and touch it.
True. People just need a quick fix.
Nadine wants to know how your CBD oil's going.
Yeah, good. Good. I think it's helping me get off to sleep better, that's for sure.
Have you got used to the taste?
I mean, I'm used to the taste of weed anyway.
Well, I was trying to pretend you weren't, but you've blown that one out of the water.
But it's just that it's weird that it's like so concentrated in liquid form. It's like a bit of a shock every time. You just go like, oh, that's bizarre, you know. Yeah.
Here we go. Sophie's got a would you rather for you. Would you rather never be able to sell jewellery again or never be able to choose what jewellery to sell?
Oh.
Be able to choose. Well, if I don't sell it, that means I get to keep it, surely. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'll never be able to sell jewellery again. That's good. I'll sell other stuff and I'll keep
So you're allowed to have jewellery. Yeah, you found a loophole in that one, yeah.
It's all mine. All mine. Forever.
Precious.
So, Auntie Sue, would you rather
Trepidation.
Would you rather never be able to say biscuit again
God.
or have to say penis at the end of every sentence?
Never be able to say biscuit.
You'd never be able to answer a biscuit.
I'd sooner never be able to eat a biscuit.
I'm going to eat a biscuit now. All this talk of biscuits didn't take much, did it?
How was that? You've got to, okay, either at the end of every sentence, you have to say penis, or when you have to say hello to someone, you have to, every single time, say, hello, I'm Auntie Sue. I'm big on YouTube. Every time someone says hello, even people you know.
That one. I'll tune you to that one. In fact, I've even got a mug that Stephen gave me that said I'm a big deal on YouTube.
That's true.
Hi, Ashley.
I don't know what it is. I just can't get it. No, I'm going to stop now.
Can you not get? You can't get penis out of your mouth.
No.
Oh, the problem.
I think it's because of when we were little. If I even called my brother a name, my dad had knocked me across kitchen floor. So to get swear or rude words out of my mouth, I found very difficult.
Yeah, but we've heard you say.
I've learned deafening and blinding, but
yeah,
bodily words, I can't say any of them.
But you can say boobies.
I say boobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say tits?
Huh?
Can you say tits?
Oh, processing.
I find it even difficult when people are talking about the birds.
Blue tits, as opposed to being cold.
Yeah, funny, isn't it? And yeah, I can swear like a trooper. I know I don't swear on my channel, but if I get mad with something, I can be like,
true,
fingers and lot.
Yeah.
We heard her.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
And when I swore at work, if you'd got a particularly bad customer or client or something like that, and I'd get mad when they'd gone out and I'd swear, others used to roll about laughing because they said it just looked so funny.
So unexpected.
Yeah. Oh, at the door. Oh no.
Oh, it's got visitors.
Oh yeah. As if there's no one actually there. She's just like, yeah.
Oh dear.
Let's think of a would you rather for Heather.
Oh.
I want to think of something.
Yeah.
Would you rather go back to to having to dye your hair all the time, or shave it all off and start again?
I think I'd rather dye it all the time, because I don't think I'd look very good with no hair. I think that would be just horrible. I'd look like a potato.
We need someone who knows how to do Photoshop, don't we? So they could show us how we'd all look with shaved heads.
Darren! Darren!
And I get a cold head as well. No. I'd rather dye it again than be.
Lex, that was actually really, you looked like the chap off EastEnders.
What, Phil Mitchell?
No, it is a bloke. I'm sorry. It was something to do when you pulled it back. It made your hairline look a bit ginger, and I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is the only one I know.
Max Brannan. Something to do with the face you pulled, and the fact that it looked a bit ginger made you look like Max Brannan.
Thanks.
Mistress of Disguise, Lex Oliver.
Claire Can says, would you rather have a Dyson or a Hoover witch's broom?
Oh, they're not the same thing at all. So I couldn't really manage for that either, to be fair. I'd probably do without the Dyson. Don't like it anyway.
Lonely said she looks like the bloke off the Hamlet advert. Do you remember that Hamlet advert with his comb over?
Oh, in the seat.
God, we're showing our age now.
Yeah,
Kat says, how are the new glasses? You seem to have them put away. I just still put my old ones on out of habit, really. They're okay. They're right here. I wore them yesterday when I was filming. So yeah, I just keep putting the old ones on out of habit.
Put them on Elton John.
Oh yeah, throw in the money and the fame around like Elton John.
Hey.
I like them. First of all, we weren't so keen on the rose gold ones, but then seeing it in the videos, I actually do quite like those ones as well.
Mm.
Yeah, these look different. These are the Fatale ones, and they look different today. I don't know why.
Maybe because you've had your fringe cut.
Yeah, maybe the fringe makes a difference. Yeah. And then these are the rose gold ones.
Boobies! Sorry. Just answering a question there.
Oh, very serious. Oh, blimey.
Tasty Bakes, there's 2 sales while you lot have been chatting. I think you need to do this. Don't work for me. I haven't had any sales.
Yeah, where's mine?
Yeah. Well, that's not fair. None of us, that's... Yeah, come close to Carla. That's so sexy. Beautiful. Someone asked me on my video yesterday, because I'm just noticing all of the light behind me. They said, have you got someone against curtains? No, I just don't have any. Curtain pole broke. Sorry.
About 20 years ago.
Yeah, just haven't. Well, Mum's very insistent that I get blinds. She's like, oh, just put blinds in and blackout blinds, because Mum likes to decorate. I don't want blinds. I want long velvet curtains.
Hang on. Kathy was like, pretty lady. And then I was pulling face. She was like, okay, maybe not. Bye, Sophie. I'm not used to how I look in them. That's the thing. I look at when I look, because the frame shape is so different. I look in the mirror. I look in the camera now, and I'm like, God, I look odd.
Yeah.
But it's only because I'm not used to them, because they're so different.
Yes, he's mine.
Who do you think was at the door? Do you think it was the window cleaner and Auntie Sue's having to pay him in kind?
Oh.
She's been gone a long time. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm not spreading rumours or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but now we can't unsee that image, can we?
But if you actually want to see that image, just go on Auntie Sue's OnlyFans account.
Oh, Paper and Twine says, I would love a shout out, Carla. I'm undergoing treatment for cancer and your channel really cheers me up. I'm glad that we cheer you up. I don't know. I mean, I think quite a lot of people are laughing at me, and that's fair enough. But I do hope your treatment's going well, and that pretty soon it will be behind you and you will be fighting fit.
Yes. There we are.
Does anybody else, when they make their fist, look at it and go, that looks a bit puny? My fist doesn't look like it.
Mine are quite dangerous.
Oh yeah, yours look. You do look like you'd win a fight.
I would, yeah. Very knuckly.
And Lex can get her entire fist in her mouth, and it's not weird.
And
it's not weird at all. Take it out, Lex.
You'll do yourself a damage, love.
And also a piece of TCP. Not very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad it's going well, Paper and Twine. Really glad it's going well.
Cancer treatment is horrific. So, yes.
Because these are the ones I like, but they are, as I said in the video, they're slightly wide on the nose, which I'm sure is my own fault for when I ordered them. But I need to get some nose grips for those. In the meantime, and I'm not sure about the rose gold ones still. So I put my own back on for now. I mean, they are my own. I don't know why I keep referring to them as my own, but you know what I mean.
It's what you get used to, though, isn't it? Really. I mean, I had big glasses when I started wearing glasses, and then they went to being much narrower, and now they're sort of going wider again. The fashions are sort of moving round. Yeah,
it was the Deirdre Barlow thing, wasn't it? Everybody used to laugh at me for having Deirdre Barlow glasses. Yeah, and now they're back round. Yeah, Anya's saying she thinks the round ones are quite big. Maybe smaller ones would be better.
Like Harry Potter ones.
Yeah. This is Paper and Twine's second go at this.
Oh, man.
So good you tried it twice, lovey.
Yeah, it's not that much fun. You don't want to do it twice. Not
unless you know how many people just try to fit their fist in their mouth. I'm guessing a few. There's 148 people watching, which is astonishing, I think, for a Tuesday afternoon. What should you all be doing? If you're lurking and not commenting, zip into the chat quickly and tell us what you're meant to be doing and that you're doing this instead.
Now, hang on a minute.
Imagine if it's Auntie Sue.
I'm here.
Or Auntie Sue's window cleaner. If you go as well, I'm going to look really unpopular.
Yeah, it's the door's just gone. No, it's fine.
Sitting on your own with 3 empty chairs going well.
Very well. Is it a delivery?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
Is it jewellery?
Sam should be listing shit, apparently. Does shit sell well, Sam? I hope so, because I've got loads.
Oh, not second.
Someone sent me something.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Who's it from? Listing. Sorry.
Art Journey on Instagram.
Yeah.
Also known as me.
Yeah, Art Journey always comments. I don't see her in the chat very often, but she always comments on videos.
Thank you. That's really cool.
That's inspired.
That is absolutely brilliant. Look at that. That is so cool.
That'll keep you busy when you're trying to wean yourself off of sorting jewellery.
Has he got some other good pictures in there? I bet it's corkers.
Oh, look how comes. Oh my God. That is Azumi. That is Azumi's pose.
That's Max. He does that. So elegant with his legs in both.
Can you wait till Auntie Sue comes back in and just hold one of these pictures up again without saying anything?
Yeah.
Because she'll have no idea what's going on. It'd be interesting to see her reaction. If she does come back in. I mean, she seems to be a long time with that window cleaner.
They're all like really
other people should have been doing. So Sam and Kaz should be listing. Flog It and See is eBay and Christmas decorations. Nespresso should be counting Lego. Laurel D is meant to be coding. Crispy is meant to be testing N64 games. Claire Rosie is successfully procrastinating. Anne-Marie Stones is she only works morning, so she's not supposed to be doing anything. Fandra is supposed to be going down the allotment. Jane Freer says I'm meant to be living and then doing this instead. Sorry about that. Mrs. B says I'm just chilling with a cup of tea. Nadine says I'm supposed to be pulling everything out of my spare room and sorting it all out, but I can hardly get to my list of stuff anymore. Janet Vincent is well behaved. She's finished her housework. Claire Plant's also finished work. She's having a cup of tea. Where's that? It's gone off. Joanne Morrell's on annual leave, so she's not skiving. Nat Resells is uploading photographs, so prime procrastination opportunity. French Fancy should be ironing, measuring, and listing antique linen. Claire Borden's listing on her phone, waiting for her auction house wins to be delivered. That sounds exciting. Bad Wolf says only come here for the cat's arse shots.
Yay.
Paper and Twine should be hoovering, but can't be bothered. June Dickey's waiting for the man to come and fix the shower. Yeah. We're worried about it. Yeah, we're afternoon in with the plumber. Double Car was meant to be packaging and then got to list at least one thing today. Sally Griffith is just back from work. Should be cleaning the kitchen. Mastermind is just getting ready for work. It's gone again. Mike Dando's in. Hi, Mike. Debbie Glover said, I've lurked for months. Love all your videos. They always cheer me up. You are very welcome. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Lainey says, I'm meant to be putting makeup on so I don't scare people later. Jones nailed it. I'm meant to be procrastinating. Oh, wait, I am.
Yay.
Yeah. Says, do you think the inventor of the pencil sharpener was inspired by that book?
Genius.
Jenny's waiting for her sister to get out of surgery. We're going to pick her up. Abitoria should be listing. Kathleen said I should be persuading my fella to do the listing. I need a fella to do the listing. That's all I need one for. Sue Bad was just being rude. As usual, just trolling.
Not
I think Sue's gone for a sit in the smallest room. Do you reckon she has? Do you reckon when Sue says there's somebody at the door, she means I'm going for a poo?
And when she comes back, she's like, that were a great poo.
Carrie's supposed to be Christmas shopping. Oh, cha-ching, a cha-ching. Oh,
I bought my first Christmas present the other day. I bought two on the same day for my mate Nia. She won't be watching this. No offense. But yeah, I bought a pair of earrings off of Ellen, like off of the Etsy store, Nick and Andrew store, for those who don't know. Nelly store on Etsy. So I bought a pair of earrings off there. So that's my first Christmas present bought.
And still in October. Wow.
That's well early for me. That's 2 months too early for me.
Yeah.
So Jackie's got an actual worky question. She said, I just got switched to managed payments today. If someone pays with PayPal, does that get paid to eBay now? I'm not awake yet, so possibly a dumb question. Yes, it does. I'm not on managed payments, but yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't matter how they pay. They could pay in beans. They could pay Apple Pay. Yeah, PayPal. Like, it doesn't matter how they pay, credit card, whatever. It goes to eBay. There is no PayPal anymore, really, once you're on managed payments. Apart from if you want to bloody well post out, use Royal Mail. Cat bum.
Somebody sent Lex. Art Journey UK has sent Lex a cat bum colouring book.
Oh,
It's so awesome.
Susan wants to know how have I managed to avoid. Oh Christ! Hang on. Read these words into a sentence. Somebody. How have you avoided managed payments, Carla? I haven't exactly. So I avoided it for ages and ages simply by refusing to fill in the bits that you had to fill in. And then I finally gave in and filled it all in. And I was looking forward to going on to managed payments. I finally got my head around the idea and I was like, right. And they sent me a message saying, you're going over on the 5th of October. And I woke up on the 5th of October and I went, yes, today is the day. And about halfway through the 5th of October, they sent me another message going, we changed our minds. You're not going over today. We'll let you know when. And here we are 3 weeks later and I'm still not. So...
By the way, if anybody is interested in colouring in some of these cat bums, you can get a free PDF download of this book by doing that. So if anybody does want it, there you go.
cat bum.
Cat bum.
Auntie Sue, what's your window cleaner look like?
My window cleaner, why?
Yeah, I just wondered. Is he a good looking chap?
Oh, because I've been a while. I'll tell you what that was. That was not, it's not very good, really. If you've watched the videos, you'll see my driveway. Don't know if everybody's ever noticed. It's a concrete print driveway that goes all the way up the back and up the path and everything. And the gas board have decided they want to change all the pipes that come into the house. So that was the gas man telling me where they're going to dig nice big holes in my drive.
Lovely. That sounds exciting.
Yeah. But I did feel for him, though, because he said he has to do a walk round the street and see what they're going to be doing and stuff. And then they come to my drive and they were like, I've got to knock on the door and tell her off.
No.
He says, because I've had some right fights with some people. I said, well, I knew it was going to happen. I'm not happy about it, but that's what it is, isn't it? So,
yeah, what can you do?
what can you do? I says, I was a bit like a screaming banshee when I first heard. That's when I did swear, when I realised they were going to be coming and digging drive up.
What did you say, Sue? What did you say? What did you say?
There was a few F words and
Bothersome,
chicken words.
but not Willie.
I thought I was going to fasten myself to the pipe and not let them come and do it at one bit. But
you could like tie yourself to the front gate and go, no, you shall not pass.
I was just telling him, Carla, it was the gas man saying where he's going to dig holes in my nice drive.
Why did you have to shag the gas man?
I don't do shagging.
Have I turned 2 pages at once? And you said you weren't bonking the window cleaner, and then you said it was the gas man, and I don't know what's going on. I've never had to bonk my gas. I've never had to bonk my window cleaner. In fairness,
I'll tell you what, though, it was a bit of a treat because while I were out there, the second bloke turned up, and I turned round and I saw him, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have a minute. Quite
so you've just told me you didn't bonk the window cleaner because it wasn't the window cleaner. You bonked the gas man, and then his mate came along, and you had a minute with him as well.
Yeah.
And they say it all gets Carla Jenkins. I think it all gets a bit Sue's piles of shame. I think that's what happens. Caroline wants to know why Lex is not allowed to drink or smoke.
Because I've got an operation on the 5th of November. I'm having a hysterectomy and a fibroid removal. And they've given me a list of things that I'm not allowed to do, such as leave the house.
Yeah, so she's on isolation for 14 days, and they told you what you pre-op that long time ago that you had to give up smoking, didn't they?
Yeah, so it's been about 2 months now that I haven't smoked, so I gave it that week. I mean, like, I am allowed to drink, but in like the days beforehand, I'm not allowed to. And what else is there? Yeah, so I'm not allowed to.
It's a self-isolating thing.
Yeah, because I'm going private. I paid $5.5 grand. I'm not going to risk like not having, that done.
It's silly, really, because I would have whipped it out for you for 500 quid. I don't know why you've blown all this money, and I wouldn't have minded if you had a fag while I was doing it. To be honest.
Well, the thing is, I get it's like a hotel there, so I get breakfast.
What are you saying about my house?
Just saying.
This is exactly like a. Oh, sorry, hotel, not hovel. Sorry, what? Just one letter.
Oh dear.
Lex, does your laptop move diagonally? I'm just thinking, so you haven't got that around your head. You
look a stool as well.
So you haven't got this aura around your head.
That's just natural.
What if you took your stool around the other side and sat the fridge side?
Should do that.
She said, I don't want to. I like sitting here. This is where I sit.
It's just when she moves, that light's like flashing at me.
You're going to end up having an epileptic fit or something.
Yeah.
Paper and Twine says, I had a hysterectomy as part of my treatment. Will yours be keyhole? Hope all goes well.
Oh, we can see your face now, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
There's light on this one as well, Sue. See?
Thanks, darling. It's not as bright as the other one.
It's as I don't know. It's as keyholey as they can do, I suppose. But they've got to take out a massive fibroid. So I don't know. And to be honest, I try not to think about it too much. About the ins and outs. I can joke about it, but I don't like to actually think about it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sticky on this side. Got my buckle sticky. Ow.
Oh no. Sticky cat one. That's even worse.
You don't want to sticky cat. Right, let me just clean up the sticky. There we go. And then I'm going to start colouring. I'm doing this one because it's a little bit Art Deco.
Oh yeah.
and I'm going to do it orange and slightly less orange. There we go.
Lovely.
Oh yes, the Queen's Gambit, really good. Thoroughly enjoying it. So
Is it gory? It's my question about everything these days. Is it gory?
It's about chess.
Oh, okay.
Not known for being gory, really.
I might like that then. It's just that loads of people seem to recommend stuff on Netflix, and then they're like, I'm like, is it gory? And they're like, well, there's quite a lot of death. And I'm like, okay, is it the kind of death? Yeah. Well, I don't want to watch death.
Well, it's good. Really enjoying. Put a bit of paper in between.
Thank you, Caroline. I think you might have your screen the wrong way up. Turn your screen to landscape instead of portrait.
Of course, someone
Oh, hi, Rebecca.
Oh, cool. It's all pictures of cats' bums. Lovely. Isn't it?
My mummy's like, why the hell are you sitting there?
Yeah, like
In the wrong seat.
all wrong.
See, Joan says she likes gory. She just can't do ghoulies and ghosts. I don't like anything that makes me think that there might be something under the bed. I don't mind like stuff that plays with your mind, but I don't like anything that delves into realms that we don't I'm not bold enough to go, that's not real. I accept that there's a huge amount of things in the world that we know nothing about, and they might be real. And then I start wondering if they're real, and then I start wondering if they're under the bed. So, so I don't like anything like that. And I don't like people being sliced and diced and all over the place. You know what I mean? I read murder stuff all the time, but I read gentle murder. I read 1930s detective fiction where there's a corpse in the corner.
Stylish,
you know, and you know, the detective goes over and lifts the sheet and goes, yes, that's a dead person, and that's it. I don't read the kind of murder where the murderer describes in great detail how he's going to remove this bit and move it around.
That's what Mum reads, and she likes all of the crime stuff where they like go into detail about like the rotting corpses and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Weird. My mum is weird. I can't even see where I get it from, because I don't like that stuff. I think she's weird.
Yeah,
you know?
I used to like reading all that sort of stuff. There was one time I was thinking of going into forensics. So yeah,
I couldn't do it. I'm sure, Jacob, we've met before, because I'm fairly sure this has come up before. Wayne W. Can I have a shout out, please? My name is Jacob. Hi, Jacob. Wayne W.
Jacob Wayne. Yeah. Could be his surname.
Sorry. I really thought you'd gone again.
Oh, and just in case Ollie Pels is around, he might be in school right now, I think, possibly.
He's got
Ollie Pels has got a channel, yeah. If anybody wants to go over and look at Ollie Pels' channel, it's called Ollie Pels.
I think there is only 4 videos on it. So obviously he's gonna, start making some content.
He's growing his channel, yeah, that's what he's doing, yeah.
Growing his channel, yeah. I mean, as a 14-year-old lad, I don't think we have a lot in common, like demographic-wise. I don't think I suit his demographic. However, some of you lot may appreciate his demographic. So
yeah.
Indeed.
Claire Borden says, have I noticed any different by weight loss, i.e. sleeping, headaches, etc.? I am having fewer headaches. Having said that, I had an absolute cracker yesterday that made me want to unscrew my head and rinse it under the cold tap. I can't honestly tell. This week I've been sleeping absolutely shite, but then I've had a rough sort of 10 days or so. So I can't honestly say that that's. But generally, I think I think things are improving bit by bit.
What about your knees?
They are better. Oh, having said that, I missed a step yesterday going down the stairs. You know, when you just miss a step and twisted the bad knee, and I know about that today. So, hi, Lady Lolly. Scared by the unknown. Yeah.
I definitely like when I'm doing a ketogenic diet properly. It's in like when I'm cheating a lot at the moment, and I'm obviously getting a little bit tub again. But when I'm doing it properly, I never get headaches. Never.
Headaches are probably bred, aren't they? Everything's bred. This looks like there might be something we need to know about. Don't ask Auntie Sue what she's been watching. Even Lex and I was shocked.
You don't want to know.
You've been watching pornography, Auntie Sue?
Well, it's a bit gory.
Gore porn.
It's a series called Lovecraft County, and it's all about magic and witchcraft, and it's really, really gory. There's like a woman that takes a potion, and she turns from a big black woman into a little white woman, because it's all about being oppressed and stuff as well. Anyway, and at one point, the bloke's there. If there's any kids watching, you best not.
If there's any kids watching, you shouldn't be. This is not for kids.
No. So
but wait for it.
She slept with this bloke who, incidentally, Lex, turns out that she's a woman who's also had a potion.
Oh, okay.
She slept with this bloke, and the next thing is pulling all the skin off.
So now, Auntie Sue, you've missed out. You have missed out the bit that I really wanted you to say. What was it? No. What were you doing with the stiletto heel?
No.
Oh, you're going to give Carla nightmares.
That's private conversation, Lex.
Sorry, who was in control of the stiletto heel?
The woman
that had taken
I think I can guess the rest.
Right. The woman that had taken the potion, because she'd then turned into a white woman, went and got a job at a department store where the black people weren't allowed to work, and she was, she thought, I'll do this then. So she went and got this job, and then realised that the manager was basically flirting with or looking down on the one black member of staff that they'd got. So she decided to do something awful to him with a stiletto heel.
And you're enjoying this, are you, Auntie Sue? It's keeping you riveted, is it?
It was riveting, yeah.
This is a woman who can't say penis. And Joan Morris looks nice as well. Look, Joan Morris looks like a nice, refined lady. And look, I don't know.
It was one of those things that when you're watching it, or it's like it's a bit like eating Twiglets. You have one, and then you think, oh no, horrible, and then you think, oh, I'll have to have another one. It's a bit like that.
No, I don't like Twiglets, so I had one and didn't like them and never had them again. That's how I operate. Yeah, Ken says Ollie's not one of our mates.
Aww.
Hashtag sarcasm.
I'm sure he's a lovely lad.
Yeah. The mind boggles. I just had to go and let Anthony back in, by the way, because he just locked himself on the driveway. He's running to rob himself out. Tasty eBay.
Yes, go and watch it, Joan. Yeah, it's good. Weird, but good.
Wayne, yes, I do live in Bristol. I'm in North Bristol. Surely you're not expecting me to read out my address, are you? North Bristol.
5 Bristol Street, Bristol.
Bristol land.
Yeah. And we're near Bristol.
Tasty eBay's with me. She says, no to Twiglets. Down with Twiglets. None of that.
Down with that sort of thing.
Indeed, down with all of that sort of thing.
I don't like that. I don't.
He's got that.
So, Lex, you've achieved all of your work for today, and you've achieved all of yesterday's work yesterday, and all of Monday's work. No, and basically, you're on fire, yeah.
Yeah, but I've got to get ahead of myself so that I can have 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
that's not how it works. I've had 2 weeks off without getting anywhere near ahead of myself. And Heather, I take it you're on track and you're working well and everything's.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just me and you, Sue.
Blacken.
I've listed this today.
Oh,
is it a coat? A gilet coat, yeah.
Worth about £4.
I've listed now.
Oh.
A nice lady in my comments for the waffle, actually, she said she's recently new to my channel, and she's envious of my lifestyle because she still has to work. She's 63 and she's a support worker, and she wishes she could retire, but the government have stolen her pension, and she wishes she could give up work, and she's envious of my lifestyle. And I thought, I do work, honest. I know I don't work hard enough, But I do some. I honestly don't think she meant any offence by it. I think she looked, because of course in the waffle I put in all the nice stuff that I do when, you know, but I do more work than you see in the waffle, honestly. If I didn't, I think we'd be on the streets by now. It's just that if I filmed all the work, you'd be very bored.
You meant not go out to work.
Yeah. I do work, honest. A little bit. Sometimes. I've spent the entire morning today editing a video, and today has been a swimming in glue day. I think one of the things that people don't realise about YouTube is that obviously a live stream isn't work. It just takes an hour of your time or whatever. But anything that you put up that's pre-recorded, there's a reasonable amount of work that goes into that. You did, Lynn. Thank you. Yes, you did. There's a reasonable amount of work that goes into a pre-recorded video.
And that's me, where I'm totally lo-fi and I just shove it on, press export.
Yeah,
That'll
me too.
do.
Even things like stitching the clips together takes some time, doesn't it? Unless I'm doing it the wrong way around and I'm doing it a very slow way. Maybe you know a quicker way.
I just drag and drop, press export. That'll do.
Yeah, so I think you're all iPhone and I'm not, so maybe that adds a couple of extra steps to the process.
Oh yeah, you just can airdrop them from your phone, or airdrop to laptop, put them in on movie, export it. That's it. That's literally. I mean, I know how to edit. You know.
Do you honestly never edit out anything from yours? Do you not play them through and edit out anything at all?
No, nothing. Nothing.
See, I edit quite a lot because I tend to forget what I'm saying halfway through a sentence. So I edit out all of the long gaps. Sometimes I edit out if I burp. Sometimes I don't.
Right.
But I edit out the bits where I'm trying to do something and one of the kids comes in and talks, or one of the dogs goes mental and barks at the door or whatever. So I edit a fair amount out, and I edit out a lot of the boring shit because I think you guys won't want to see it.
No, I keep all of that crap in. You know.
Mike, you're the second person who said this. Mike says you did well on mugs, but is it just me? I couldn't see you put any mugs in the box.
Yes, I was like, where are they?
I realised when you play it back, that's how it looks.
Yeah.
But basically, what I was doing was I'm pulling the mug across from here in a white box. I'm picking up a sheet of the wrapping paper, and as I'm pulling it, I'm bundling it, and it's going in the bundle of wrapping paper. So from the camera angle, it just looked like I'm stuffing just paper into the boxes. But I promise you, when your deliveries arrive, there will be a mug in there.
Oh, I hope so.
I even knew around it to and I went, has she actually put hotels in box?
I promise you, every box has a mug in it. I promise. Honestly. It's not an elaborate scam to sell you a little box of paper for a tenner. But yeah, just picking up the paper, bundle, go, and it was all sort of one move. So yeah. Oh dear. Anne-Marie Stone says she's commented as well. Like I said, I'm sure that lady didn't actually mean. She didn't mean it, because it was a nice comment. She said, congratulations, weight loss, and I'm enjoying your channel and all the rest of it. I think she's looking and going, look at the, because I go out for lunch a lot. I do go out for lunch a lot. I admit that. But the joy of reselling for me is that I shouldn't have to work full-time 5 days. If I had to work full-time 5 days a week, I wouldn't want to do it. But additionally, as I did say in my reply to that lady, my outgoings are really low compared to some people's. My rent is low. I don't have things on finance. I don't have large debts to pay. My outgoings are low. There's only me to feed, because the kids feed themselves because they're adults. They're working adults now. So from that point of view, what I need as a reasonable income is probably much lower than what other people might need as a reasonable income. And as I said, I've built this eBay now over 17 years, to the point where even when I do slack off, it just about produces enough for me to stay afloat. And as my friends will know, I'm talking now to the chat, but as my people, you three ladies who are my friends, damn well, there's a lot of times when I haven't got any fucking money at all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times when I'm like, oh shit, I've got to do some work because I haven't got any money. And when I say I've got no money, I mean, there is nothing in my bank account and nothing in my purse, and I don't have savings and investments and things, you know. I've got no money when I say that. Whereas some people use the phrase "I've got no money" to mean I just don't happen to have any ready cash or whatever. So yeah, I apparently have given the impression that reselling is easy and is making. And also, somebody else has also accused me of throwing the money and fame around like Elton John. I don't know what money they've seen me throwing around. I don't know. I don't know what they think they've seen. And as for the fame like Elton John, I can only assume that's a reference to the spectacles.
Which are cheap.
Or is it all the sparkle and glitter that you wear?
Yeah, possibly it's these ones. Maybe they saw me in these ones. They're a bit Elton, aren't they?
Is it because you're gay and wear a wig?
Bye, Wayne. Listening.
Oh, sorry, Wayne. Yeah, exactly. See, Jane Caldecott says, "Is it your wig?"
Yeah, that'd be it. Yeah, it'll be me wig that does it. Yeah.
I think we got
It's Ricky Lee's birthday today. I didn't know that.
Who's?
Ricky Lee's birthday. Kept that quiet, hadn't he? I'd have sent him a strippogram.
Yourself.
No, I like him. Why would I do that to him? Rebecca says, thankfully I'm on ESA and don't have pressure to work, etc. But it's hard when I'm in a lot of pain and struggle to do the most basic of things. Just want to sleep all day.
I think we all identify with that, don't we?
Yeah. Kelly's told my mug, said it's a scam, Mike, like Wish.com. They're actually tiny mugs.
That's a funny place, Wish.
Cat's taking us to the parcel shop.
This is my thing about reselling, right? Like as a job for me, I've had much harder jobs. Like working in TV is hard work and it's long hours and stress and pressure and stuff. I've had boring jobs like working in Blockbuster, which was just boring. So I just knew it backwards and it was dull and stuff. And I've had responsible jobs like being a teacher and things, which is just like it was stress because of the responsibility. And like I used to tell my students, like work smart, not hard. If you're working hard at reselling, then there's almost something wrong.
If you're working hard at reselling, not getting results, then you are. So it's not that you can't work hard, but if you're working hard and not getting results, then there's something wrong. Yeah. Because you should be able to work smart and get results without needing to work hard.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think I work hard. I'm working a lot at the moment, but that's because I want to give myself 2 weeks off. So I will work 1 week of like a reasonable amount of hours. Like I'm done for the day now. I was finished at like 1 o'clock. But then it means that in a couple of weeks' time, I will take 2 weeks off.
Yeah, Nadine says, I bet you're working in the evening times and on weekends, unlike a lot of others' employment. I rarely do eBay in the evenings because my brain turns to mold after a certain point in the night. And if I try to do eBay at night, I tend to make mistakes. But I do often find myself sitting here at 6 a.m. working, which is something I don't necessarily tell everyone. I don't go, I've been working since 6 o'clock this morning. You might hear me go, I've done 10 drafts or whatever, but I don't tell you what time I started. I'm an early riser, so I quite often find myself sitting here at 6 a.m. and I've done quite a lot of work by 7:30 when other people are just getting up. So it is odd times, and I work almost all days on weekends. I work almost all day on a Saturday and almost all day on a Sunday, almost every week. So, and like I said, YouTube, although I don't do YouTube for the money, it has become part of my income, and there is a certain element of effort that goes into it. Making sure that, because I put out 3 pre-recorded videos a week, and I do a live on a Sunday with Lex, and then I do whatever else I do during the week. And those 3 pre-recorded videos, they take almost a whole day to record and edit and save and upload and do the thumbnail and schedule and all the rest of that. That takes basically a full working day to achieve that. So I feel like I'm justifying myself, and I don't know why I'm bothering.
No, you don't have to. Like, and also that's just what you want to do. Because sometimes it's not work.
Double karma, they're labelled. They're labelled, otherwise I wouldn't be sending you the right mug. You'd be getting whatever you're getting, but they're all labelled. It's not just a guesswork, honestly. There is actually some orderly goings on here. Hi, Karen. Helen Jones says it's because your real name is Reg. Yes, I am Reg Dwight.
I knew it. Well, my 5 sons, yes, the freedom to pick the times you work. Absolutely.
I'm miles back on the chat, aren't I? Fandra says she's just about to restart eBay and she's going to buy a narrowboat and I can't speak. Narrowboat and bog off. Envious of a narrowboat, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd like to live on a boat. I would like to live on a boat.
God, can we have the one next to you and be narrowboat neighbours?
You have to be in front of or behind, because if you're next, then you're either blocking the canal so nobody can get past, or you're being a pain because either you've got to walk over their deck to get to shore, or they've got to walk over yours. See, I know all about boating. I'm basically a boater.
You are a boater.
I timed it very carefully so that I missed the parcel man, which I know sounds like a strange logic. But I knew that if I turned up on Monday morning, I had 100 parcels to drop off yesterday morning, and I knew that if I turned up on Monday morning with 100 parcels, when he had all the weekends with there as well, he was going to have nowhere to put them. So I waited until I knew I'd missed the Hermes guy and his parcel shelves would be empty, and then I rocked up. And he was basically what the parcel shop man said, because he's obviously been reading my YouTube comments, is, "Oh, have you done a full day's work for once?" He was joking.
Ronnie Bonnie is asking, is this a real life? No, it's just
fantasy. Caught in a landslide. Tasty says, I don't work hard and I don't get results. Is that right? That's correct. That's exactly how I do it.
Yeah.
No escape from reality. I've gone too high. If I carry on going, we're going to go up the scale and I'm going to run out of Open your eyes.
So like 2 days now, I've had in my head, when Eddie said he didn't like to say he knew he was a no good kid, but when he came to life with a switchblade knife, what a guy, makes you cry, what I do.
Is that because I said what a guy the other day? Does that what put it in your head, do you reckon? What a guy.
I think so, yeah. Probably. What a guy.
June says, I've not worked since stopping working in 2016 due to ill health. Been selling on my own eBay, enjoying it, so I'm considering being a reseller part-time. You ladies have been given the inspiration. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's horrid. You've been warned. Don't say we didn't warn you.
It's, be prepared for sometimes awesome and sometimes just going like, crap. Yeah.
Ashley says, I can testify that reselling is not as easy. Look, you lot duped me into thinking it's all lunches and ka-chinging. A year later, my house is still full of my tap, but lots of laughs. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sorry, Ashley.
But never mind.
As I'm a mature student nurse and my eBay funds my degree, I couldn't do a full-time job as well as 30 hours a week placement and a day at uni.
Yeah.
Blimey, no.
Coins Concern says you're a good singer.
Ooh.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't talk about that there.
She's absolutely shy to accents, but she's a good singer.
Oh,
sorry, Lex, show him your Welsh accent.
What shall I say? I don't know. I did it the other day.
We were trying to do accents the other day. We weren't live at the time, and she did something, and then she tried to do something in extreme Welsh, and it was terrible.
Because we were talking about something about like, the Welsh people are gonna revolt against the government and stuff, and being told, you can't buy this and stuff, and it's like, oh no, the Welsh would never revolt because we're all too. It's like, oh, there we are. Then it's
all a bit shite,
isn't it? And I just went into Irish. I just couldn't do a Welsh accent.
Was that meant to be Welsh? You are Welsh.
Yeah. I not do my own accent. Oh. It's because I was trying. I mean, when I lived in Croydon, everybody thought I was either Australian or South African.
Are they all really from in Croydon?
Huh?
I mean, you don't sound South African.
Significant. I know.
You don't sound at all significant.
I do not sound at all significant. When my cousin Shelley came over here and she was like, I don't have an accent. Like, love.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, yes, you do have an accent.
In fairness, with my Bristolian twang going on, I'm not really in a position to take the piss out of anybody else's, am I?
Oh.
Look at that. Joan says, my cousin was musical director on the Queen Elizabeth II. Someone turned up for an audition as a keyboard player and they turned it down because he wasn't good enough. It was Reg Dwight.
No.
I don't think he really plays the piano. I think he just does a lot of that and they play a backing track. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, was it the Reg Dwight from the Vicar of Dibley one?
Yeah, the one who actually was Reg Dwight, yeah. So, Auntie Sue, having had your afternoon interlude with the window cleaner, sorry, gas man, my bad. What's next? What's next for you? What's the rest of today's agenda?
Oh, it's all downhill after that, isn't it, really?
That's got to be the high point of anybody's day.
What's on the agenda?
Did you say you got the gas man to look at your hole? Did I get that bit right?
It's gonna.
No, wait. The gas man is gonna smash Auntie Sue's driveway.
You nearly said back doors in, didn't you?
Nearly.
Yeah, I know. We could all hear it. Just because you didn't say it out loud, we could all hear it.
I'm going to go for a big hole, but he's promised me he'll fill it in.
Way.
Fnop.
What's for tea, Auntie Sue? Any plans for tea?
No.
Auntie Sue did not study for the quiz. What about you, Heather? I need inspiration for me tea.
Tea, right. What we're having tonight is fried Savoy cabbage with onion and a pork and mushroom garlic creamy thing on top.
Cool, Lex will be there in a minute. Lex is literally... Oh, you can't get out of Wales.
That sounds good.
I could post you some, but it would be very nice.
I think I've decided we're having chicken breast with cheese in the middle, wrapped in smoky bacon with chips and salad.
That also sounds good.
I think I've got to do something with mince. Because I bought some yellow sticker mince yesterday and it's got to be used today. And now I don't... You know, normally with mince I do a bolognese, but I don't really want one. Oh, lovely.
You could have a chilli.
I don't like chili.
Yeah.
Have you got any
fiery?
Have you got any wraps? Yeah. Do enchiladas.
Yeah.
Were you doing 1 potato, 3 potato, 4? What's happening here?
Wraps.
I've got ordinary wraps and I've got Ludo wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I do. Yeah.
No. And the Molly who ate all your yellow sticker chicken.
Yeah, you're not doing chickens, didn't you? She was okay. She had absolutely no ill effects from that.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Or was it definitely her?
I think so, because Kai, I mean, she didn't look guilty, but Kai also didn't look guilty. And Kai does look guilty if he's been naughty.
Yeah, he does. Definitely.
Kai just looked kind of like, yeah, exactly. He didn't look guilty at all. Buddy's a short ass, so there's no way it was Buddy. So I think it was
him up.
Yeah, maybe it was teamwork. Maybe they were doing a motorcycle display team thing in the kitchen. Caroline's saying, "I'm Molly and Buddy okay?" I would be very surprised if Buddy got any of it. I'm like 99% sure it was Molly who stole it and ate the lot, and they are fine. She is fine, so she's got away with that. But I will be much more careful in future now. I realise that she's taller than I thought and naughtier than I thought.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You cooked it all up so nicely for her.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to having it the next day as well.
Yeah.
Claire's suggesting cottage pie. I might do cottage pie, but not with potato on top, with like a swede mash or a carrot mash or something.
Oh, swede and carrot together makes a lovely mash.
I've got to go anyway. I've got to go post office so I could get some Swedish stuffs while I'm out.
We're having a sausage casserole, and I've got to make some like small bread things, sort of as dumplings go with them.
Bread things?
Like bread rolls, but smaller, so that I can have them as dumplings with sausage casserole.
Oh.
If I make cottage pie, I can take some for my mother as well tomorrow. So that's a double whammy.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Are you
That way,
going
that way
tomorrow?
she gets me. Isn't it? What day is it today?
Tuesday.
I've lost a day. I thought today was Wednesday. Anthony can take some for my mother. So Anthony sees her on a Wednesday. He can take some.
Nah.
Yeah. Kelly says, Buddy stood on Kai's back. Don't be fooled. Hi, Cora. Yeah, Double Karma's saying you'll need to keep an eye on their poo for a few days. But you need to remember, by the time you see the waffle on a Tuesday, the things that have happened in it were already several days ago. Yeah. So this incident was, I bought the chicken Thursday night, so it was we're talking 5 days ago. So yeah, if it was going to be a problem, we'd have had the problem by now.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's okay. And like I said, from now on, I'll be a lot more careful about where I put stuff. I don't believe she knows how to open the microwave door. So if things can't go in the fridge overnight, they can go in the microwave from now on.
Yeah, she might learn though. Funny.
Our old dog knew how to put the light on and off. I had one of those lamps by the bed that you touched to turn it on and off. Yeah. And if she wanted to go to the toilet in the night, she'd walk into the bedroom and put the light on.
Oh,
no, that's like no.
Kath took us to the parcel shop with her, but she says it wasn't very exciting for you as I left you all in the car talking to yourselves. I hope you left a window open for us, Kath.
Yeah, we need to breathe.
Thank you again to Lily Art Journey. I'm thoroughly enjoying my colouring book.
Yeah, and it's kept her away from the jewellery for about an hour, so...
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Unless she's colouring with one hand and stroking jewellery with the other in a kind of a...
Yeah. I want to know if you started with the cat bum or whether you're building up to that.
Oh, I'm saving the actual bum hole until the end.
Oh.
Will you go with pink or brown?
I might do it to like match the eyes.
What colour are you in the eyes? Green.
Maybe blue. Blue could work. Blue bum hole. It depends what colour I'm doing the cat. I haven't decided what colour I'm doing the cat yet. We'll get there. We'll get there.
You are enjoying it though, aren't you? I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sue's having her post-coital puff there, yeah. That was quite a long time post-coital, that as well. It took you a long time to get over it. I honestly didn't know it was Ricky's birthday.
Should you have known?
Well, no, I shouldn't have known. I mean, I'm not. Kath says she saw Turkish Delight in the waffle. She gives me permission to chuck it. It has gone now, Kath. It was there waiting for waiting for me to try to persuade Natalie to try it, but she wouldn't give in.
That's just reminded me. I think I've just got my Turkish Delight left, which I think.
Joan says, I just sent a happy birthday, have a lovely day text to my friend Gwen, but I've sent it to Gwent Police instead.
That's amazing.
I love that. There's bound to be somebody's birthday at Gwent Police, isn't it? They'll be like, oh, that's nice.
You should check their Twitter accounts, see if they reply.
Yes, I do, Shelley, and I know Lex does as well. If I schedule listings, I drip feed them, depending on how many I've got going up for each day, but at least 20 minutes apart and sometimes more, just so that it's continually drip, drip, drip. Yeah.
It's likely tapping the balloon back into the air.
Did you say penis? Because if you say penis, they take it down straight away. That's why Auntie Sue never says penis.
My life. Oh dear.
One day I'll shock you buggers.
Who am I meant to be stalking? What have I missed?
Ricky, because you didn't know it was his birthday.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'd moved on. Yes, I'm a rubbish stalker. I'll go stand in the corner.
Aid and then Ricky, and now who is it?
Well, I just frighten all the young men. They're all a little bit nervous, I think.
Well, that's how you like them, isn't it?
I like them scared and snappable.
Yeah.
My hand hurts. I did every you know when you do that thing, I hit the back of my hand right on the vein on the bottom of the banister rail, and you know when it hits the nerve and your hand just goes boom, let's go, whatever you're holding, and oh god, that was yesterday. It's really hurting now.
Ouch.
June says, I may have to ask for a little guidance when I do start reselling part-time. Thanks for the help so far, Carla and co. What you'll be needing for that, June, is almost anyone apart from us.
Oh, however,
It's not that we're not willing to help, it's just that you're not necessarily in the right department.
there's a lot of channels that do like tutorial videos and stuff of like, you know, the how-to bits.
Yes.
Is anything, you know, like
we are willing to help. I didn't mean to sound like we're not willing. I was just joking about the fact that we're not actually that well. Lex and Heather apart, Sue and I aren't exactly top of the class, are we, Sue?
We're more like twinnies, aren't we, us?
Yeah. I don't think I'm very good at tutorial videos, see, because like I don't really pay attention to things that I do. I just like, oh, well, you do that, and then you do that, and then you shove that in there.
Do you find that you do it so much as a habit that when if you said to me now, what do you have to press to do this? I wouldn't know. I'd be like, I don't know.
No.
It's like driving the car. You don't really know how you. When you've been driving for years, you don't really know how you drive. You just do.
It's autopilot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, the dashboard on eBay has changed so many times that like things like, you know, or how do you extend shipping? And like, right, I do that like 2 or 3 times a year. Still can't remember where the hell it is.
Yeah. And we haven't all got the same screens, we discovered as well, didn't we? At some point, we were like, if you press that, you get this. And but other people were like, no, I don't. Yeah. Lisa Heidinger and I were trying the other day. I was trying to do something on the mug website. And Lisa was sending me screenshots. And she was going, click here and click here. And I'm going, I clicked there. And I've got something completely different to what you've got.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant, Stall. Exactly.
Oh, well said, Stall.
Yeah, exactly. Nick and Andrew are obviously good for that. I think Darren has some really good videos on like how-to stuff as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, it depends what you're aiming to do, and I think if you watch a few and try it and just see what appeals, because if you don't love what you're selling, then it's very hard. So yeah, find what you love first and then take it from there. And it changes.
Sorry, I'm interrupting people again.
No, I was just saying it changes over time. When you start off with one thing, your experience and what you learn for yourself is going to be so much more important than anything you pick up off anyone else. That's how, when you start changing your business to suit yourself. Yeah.
People say to me, how do you know what mugs to pick up? And I'm like, because I've picked up all the shite ones over the years as well.
Yeah,
that's literally it. Is, you know, because I've made all my mistakes. 17 years in, I haven't made all my mistakes. I'm sure there's plenty more mistakes to come. But you know what I mean. 17 years in, the knowledge that you've got is through doing it wrong, not through watching other people do it right. Really, you tend to, yeah. Arcar says, any surefire tips for listing coming up to Christmas? Just keep going. Just keep it. You need activity on your account every day. And I sit here as someone who hasn't got it, telling you what you should do. But I know what I ought to do. I just don't necessarily do it.
What's that? Do as I say, as I do.
People go like, oh, so what should I be listing like up to Christmas? I mean, there's an obvious answer for that one. But also, Christmas is silly season, and literally anything can sell. Anything. You could sell like a bikini in December. You could sell, you know.
Yeah, I sold a tankini top yesterday. I mean, nobody's going anywhere, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Honestly, you will sell things that have been listed for 2 years that you probably have forgotten that you had, and you go, seriously, this sold? Like now? You know? And then you'll have stuff that you think, oh, that's a surefire seller.
Yeah, stuff that you pick up and you're like, yes, I'm going to make £1 million. And then it just sits there and gathers dust for 100 years.
Yeah. So you just don't know. Come up to Christmas time, could be anything.
June says she's felt like an imposter. June, not everyone in that chat is a reseller, not by a long shot. There's all sorts of people in that chat. We've just accumulated various types of people along the way. So don't ever feel like an imposter. We're just people who chat. We're not really, you know, you don't have to be a reseller to come and play this game.
Oh, I mean, look at Lainey. She is the queen of the reseller community, and she doesn't do reselling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there you go. Queenie's saying I've opened a new account to sell my personal stuff, and the listing screen is completely different to the one I use on my existing account. It's taking forever just to list just a few.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
I think it's because when you've got to have like a shop or a business account, don't you have like Seller Manager Pro maybe, and that maybe gives you a different front screen?
I think so, possibly, but I've had it so long that I don't know what I would have if I didn't have it, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Mandy summed it up: buy it, list it, sell it, post it, simples.
That's the one.
No, buy it, put it in the corner so that it makes friends with all the other things.
Dust it.
Occasionally go back and look at it and go, oh, that's nice. Take it out the bag and put it aside and look at it, and then put it back. You're like, oh, I can't be bothered doing work today. And then maybe come back to it in a couple of months' time.
There you go. Ashley says, I'm not a reseller, June, just an ex-hoarder trying to make some space. Kelly says she's a hoarder, not a reseller. Kelly's supposed to be a reseller. June says, I'm not a reseller, but I love the chat. You're all great. Susan's pointed out that Lainey knows everyone. And Lainey says, exactly, Lex. In fact, I barely do life stuff.
See? You know, and
it's certainly not a case of everybody in the chat is a reseller, and it's certainly not a case that you can't join in if you're not. That's we love everybody here. We're very, very hearts and flowers. I mean, obviously, I'm an absolute knutfoot. There's a very, very nasty side to me, which apparently you only see the nasty side of me on my lives because I carefully edit my pre-recorded stuff so I look lovely. And then when I do a live, all my nastiness comes out. But apart from that, we're all lovely.
Does it?
Apparently so, yeah.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, Carla, when you put yourself out there on the internet and when you have like opinions on things,
then people are entitled to tell you exactly what they think of you. Yeah,
somehow.
Yeah.
So if you don't want that, I would crawl back and do what.
Thing is, up to a point, I agree that I put myself out there, and of course you are entitled to criticize me, and I don't have a problem with criticism. What I do have a problem with is that when I answer back to that criticism or respond to it in any way, apparently I shouldn't have done. Apparently I should have just allowed myself to be criticized, lied about, insinuations made about me, accused of stuff that hasn't been done. All of that I should have just took on the chin because you're on the internet, so that's tough. And apparently it's okay for the people to do that. We've moved on. We're talking about something specific. The person who won't be watching this knows who they are. And apparently that person thinks that what I should have done after they had slagged me off publicly, but under anonymous name, I should have contacted them privately to tell them I wasn't happy. That's apparently how that should have worked. Now, I couldn't have contacted them privately because I would have had no way of doing that because I have been banned from the forum where they do that for spam, having posted 4 messages, none of which were offensive or spammy in any way. So it's gone off into a side slant again, hasn't it? Does this every time. But yeah, there was no way that I could have contacted that person to tell them what I thought of them privately. However, that person who says they won't be watching, if you would ever like to join me on my channel for a civilized discussion about why you think I'm such a what you think I am, then I'd be glad to have you on. We'll have a face-to-face chat. If you wish to retain your anonymity, you can leave your camera off. You can just sit there and chat because Ian does that, doesn't he? Ian, the Tat Doctor, doesn't want his face on the internet, so he joins in and you just hear his voice, and that's fine. I will allow you to retain your anonymity while you come on my channel and tell me why you hate me so much. I'm okay with that.
However, but you already know who I am, so why would I? Oh shit!
Is it you? It's you! It's you. It's been you all along. I should have guessed. I don't know why I didn't guess.
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for your meddling kids.
I'm not hurt by this. People in the chat are saying, don't worry. I'm not hurt by this. I absolutely couldn't give a monkey's bumhole what other people think of me. I really don't care. I've gone through those years of judging myself by other people's ratings of me, and I don't care. My entire life philosophy when I get into bed at night is, have you been an arsehole today? And if the answer is no, then I can live with myself. If the answer is yes, then I have a word with myself. If the answer is yes, unintentionally, then I tell myself to try harder tomorrow, not to be an arsehole tomorrow. The fact that you think I'm an arsehole when I know I haven't been doesn't really affect me in any way. But I object to being told that I don't have the right of reply. I really object to that because It's all very well for people who are anonymous on an anonymous forum or website to spout their mouth off, but when they get angry because I had the cheek to reply, not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. God, I'm proper am ranting. And there'll be another outburst. Apparently, Lex, you were cringing throughout my outburst the other day. Cringing throughout. I think you look completely bemused because you had no idea why I'd suddenly gone off pop. I think that's what that was.
Yeah, because obviously I don't read it anymore because it's trash, and so I didn't know what you were going on about. And then it was like, oh, someone got offended that I told off. Well, I didn't even tell Ollie put off. I just said, like, dude, can you not be spamming like my chat now? You're a 14-year-old, you're not your demographic, kind of thing. Yeah. That someone disliked that enough to actually go and write about it is like, dude.
As I said before, I'm astonished that people watch stuff they don't like. So I watch YouTube all the time. Something comes up in my feed, I watch a few minutes of it. I'm like, this is not for me, and I never watch it again. And that's how that works. If you don't like stuff, you don't watch it. I don't know why you would waste your time watching stuff you don't like. I don't know why you would be subscribed to the channel of a person who you dislike. I don't know why you are wasting your precious hours of life. We only get a finite amount of time on this planet, and you're wasting those precious minutes and hours of your life watching me, and you don't like me. That's silly. Do yourself a silly.
Thanks for the AdSense.
Oh yeah, and that's it. And I'm getting paid. That's the really, really ridiculous thing, is that I'm getting money because you're watching me. Stop giving me your money. Not Lainey, sorry. Susan says I don't have time to watch all the stuff I do like.
Yeah. With you there. There's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah. June says, I loved watching your video the other day at Sue's Pa's. A shame. The one you had the Muppet toy in and he was sitting in the window, it made me smile. Was it animal in the end? I looked at it, I thought, I think it's animal, and then I wasn't sure.
It was.
I just like playing with them.
Sorry, Sam. So Sam's like, all right, I'll go now. But yeah, it's just very, very, very odd, and like I said, it doesn't actually bother me. It bothers me more when they are nasty about people connected to me. So I'm far more likely to fly off the handle and defend Lex, or fly off the handle and defend Natalie, for example, when somebody says something unpleasant about her, than I am to defend myself. I don't care about the lies you've told about me, because I know they're not true. I don't care that you think I'm an arse, because I know I do my best not to be. I don't care. But when you slag Lex off, I lose my shit. Particularly when you slag her off unnecessarily, particularly when don't be wrong, if she's an arse, then tell her she's an arse. But when you make stuff up that you think she's thinking, when you slag people off for what you think is in their head, I lose my shit over that. I will ride into battle for my friends and for my family every day of the week. But I wouldn't bother riding into battle for myself. I'm like, let's not bother fighting that one. It's weird, isn't it? Should I stop banging on? Has everybody gone to sleep?
Okay. Sam is right. I'm an arse.
You are. Yes, you are. Yeah. But you're my arse. Which makes you really right.
With a hand coming out of it. Yay.
June says, what made you all decide to start your YouTube videos? Heather.
I just thought it would be a laugh. I saw a couple of other people had done it and thought, well, I'm not going to be very professional and I just want to do this for a bit of laugh. But and because I love the stuff that I find and I wanted to be able to share that. I wasn't going to do an amazing, breakdown of figures and stuff, because I just can't be asked. But I get excited about pretty things and stuff that I find. So it's nice to be able to share it, and the chat's fun, and it's just such a nice thing to do. I've met so many nice people through doing all of this. It's been lovely.
Yeah. Auntie Sue?
First one I ever did, I think, were about 5 minutes long, and it was because I was sat making the sugar all day, just sat in one spot doing it. I'd started watching how to do postal options, and I came up with Nick's videos. So I've been watching Nick for ages, and Ben Fitzpatrick and you and Mrs. Sam, and I think I realised I was driving around between charity shops with the sun shining, having a coffee in the car and doing all this lot, and I'd come from a shitty couldn't wait to get away from it job. And I think I just wanted to go on and say thank you to everybody for inspiring me. And my life's changed completely, and it's just wonderful. And then I just started sharing it, really.
And now 3 years down the line, she's going, thank you so much, all of you. This is great.
So much. My house was full of shit. Sorry.
For anyone who doesn't know what Auntie Sue means when she says I was doing the sugar, she used to do cake decorations and sell them, didn't you? Like proper nice cake decorations and sell them. Because doing the sugar might have made people just raise an eyebrow a little bit.
Oh, right, sorry.
People might be like, Auntie Sue was doing what on her desk?
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time.
White line.
Right, Lex, what about you?
I remember my reasons very well. I've been watching all
on
of
the screen to remind me to come back to it. Sorry, do go on.
I've been watching all of you guys, and then this was when I was renting the little shop space, you know, like the little bit upstairs in the shop. Before I was a reseller, that was just when I was getting rid of all of the vintage clothes and jewelry that I had accumulated. And I said about like my space in the shop, and then people were going like, "Oh, can we see it? Like, you should do a video." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do a video and I'll show." Because at the time I was chatting to like, you know, 10, 20 people, and I was like, "Oh, I'll show you 10, 20 people my little bit of shop." And then it was, "Oh, I could do one of those live things. So should we give that a go?" And then like one person watched. I was like, "Oh my god!" Ah. And then I quite liked showing the things that I got, and so I did it again and again, and now and that's it. Just, you know. Yeah.
Mine's been told before. It's simply that I felt like I'd got so much from watching other people's hauls and bolos and how-to videos, and that I suddenly felt like I'd found my tribe and people who understood how I felt, that I wanted to join in. I wanted to give back a bit, and I wanted to join in, and I wanted to show people what I'd found, and I wanted to tap into this vein of people who would be excited by what I had found. Because when you're a reseller and the people around you aren't, they are not excited by what you found.
Yeah.
Look, I've got these trainers, and they go, okay, very nice.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tap into that vein of positivity, enthusiasm, and into that community. And I love the community that I found. It's not just reselling; it's the YouTube community that we have. I bloody love it. Bloody love it. Claire, yes, I have. My experience with them wasn't great, and I don't use them anymore. I paid for a next day pickup and delivery, and it took about a week to get there. That's only my personal experience. Anybody else?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Okay. It's like a bit like Amazon lockers when you know. So if with Amazon, you can have something delivered to a locker, but it's like that bit in reverse. So you drop stuff off in a locker, and it is picked up and delivered. So it's like a parcel shop with no shop. You know what I mean? It's literally just a bank of lockers that could be in a car park somewhere or whatever, and it's all electronic. And yeah, it's very secure. But they were supposed to pick it up same day to deliver it next day, and it sat in the locker for 5 days and was finally delivered. It was Mel Sparrow's birthday present, and she got it about a week late in the end.
Oh dear. No, I've never tried that.
But they have got a special offer on at Parcel to Go. I'm sure they're not always bad. It's just that my experience wasn't great.
Someone was having a few days off there, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, Store's saying, oops, I clicked on it the wrong way around. It's fine, but for the first time in 2 years I got there and it said all the boxes were full and to come back later, that was annoying.
Yeah.
Kate Emma Miller's just looked at their website and that person has asked whether anyone is watching you right now, as apparently he isn't. You couldn't make it up, could you? You honestly could not make it up.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
that person needs to go and get a life.
It's very odd. I like I said, it's like I don't understand why you would. If I don't like doing something, I don't do it.
Yeah, life's too short.
Partly why I don't do any bloody work. I don't do it. Yeah, it's so odd, isn't it? Really, I don't understand it at all.
When they do watch this back, if they're not watching it right now, underneath there's a subscribe button and a little bell. Now, you've obviously already got those turned on, so why not hit the bell so that you don't get notifications, hit unsubscribe, and then fuck the fuck off.
This is what one of them said, though, is that I think we should all unscribe. I'm like, yes, I think you should. I honestly think you should. Because you are wasting your time doing this. I mean, this is not just me. I mean, there is, on this website, there are hundreds of Instagrammers and YouTubers all getting this treatment. So I am an incredibly tiny fucking fish in this massive pond. But there are people there who are watching, for example, everything that Mrs. Hinch does and pulling it apart. And watching everything that Stacey Solomon does and pulling it apart, and they're following them on Instagram and they're watching all their stories, and then they're freeze framing bits from those stories and going, look what she did here and look what she did there. She's so nasty. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. And I'm like, I don't understand why this is. Is it a hobby? I don't get it. It's a mystery to me why you would watch someone you don't enjoy.
It's a bit masochistic, but I don't understand what they get out of it.
Yeah. It's almost like some kind of, if I say it's like self-harm now, people will leap on that and go, how dare you compare it to self-harm? But it's almost a bit like self-mental harm. It's almost a bit like babbing yourself in the head over and over again and going, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. Stop it then. You know, when you go to the doctor and you say it hurts if I poke it, and he says, well, stop poking it. You know? It's very weird, isn't it? Very odd. I don't understand it at all.
It's a strange hobby.
Oh, apparently, just then they've stopped.
Josh will message you, Sam.
What?
He's stalking DBG's Instagram and said that she's not that nice.
Yeah, DBG caused massive offence because when I said the other day about that particular person and what they had said, DBG put up a bantery comment saying, who do I need to cut, with a little picture of a knife. Now, plainly, DBG is not getting on a boat from Ireland and coming around looking to shank people. Plainly, that's not actually going to happen. That's the kind of thing that you say when you go, it's the equivalent of, I've got your back, mate. Don't you worry, mate. I'm on your side. But apparently that was a genuine threat. And if there are any more genuine threats like that, there will be repercussions. Now, that's a threat. And I tell you what else was a veiled threat, was when the person I referenced said, funnily enough, I was in your area last week. That's a veiled threat. And I saw straight through your veil. Now, again, you've got the advantage over me, haven't you? Because you're anonymous. You are hiding behind your little cloak of anonymity, and you can say whatever you want. And I won't know if you're standing next to me in the post office queue. And you know what? I won't care either. I don't care.
The thing with DBG's comment as well is that if they're talking about it after the event, they've taken it out of context, because when she put it in, they'd been joking about being in the mafia, and it's like a typical mafia. Yeah.
So much of it is taken out of context. So much of it is people who don't understand the way, particularly mine and Lex's humour works. We both have dark humour. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't operate like that. And we do actually edit a lot of what we say because we realise that people won't know that we're not just fucking vile. You know? A lot of it is just dark humour. A lot of it is banter. They talk about the way that we talk to Josh. There's been several discussions about the way we talk to Josh, saying that we are vile to him because of his sexuality, that we're homophobic about his. Do you know what? I bloody love Josh. He is like a brother to me. He says I'm like a mother to him. I'm offended by that. I don't think I'm old enough. I actually am. But you know what I mean? He's like a little brother, and I love the bones of him. Yes, he's a Tory, and yes, we've got to beat the out of him. But if he was my brother, I'd be beaten out of him as well. I love the bones of him. He's a good lad. He's our Joshy. And I don't care if he shags boys, girls. I was going to say, or tortoises. Don't do tortoises. That's tortoise abuse. Bloody hell, WWJSD. I don't care who Josh's sexual preferences are. I don't care. And I'm not homophobic in any way. Do you know what? Some of my best friends are gay.
I was just going to say, some of my best friends have met gay people.
Yeah, I know someone who met a gay once.
I know, yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's the fact that it's so lack of understanding. And I think that's the thing with YouTube, is that you can take people at face value. You can assume that when I call Josh little gay Josh, it's me going, gay boy, don't like gay boys, disgusting. I'm not at all. It's not that. And Josh knows that. And Josh knows that we love him.
It's our name for him, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah. He knows.
I mean,
and he did his names for us.
To be fair, it's the worst insult that we could give Josh. Well, he won't find it insulting, but this is my insult to him. It's calling him a Tory.
Tory boy. Bloody Tory boy.
The worst insult to anyone.
Kelly says, please stop explaining yourself, fuck 'em. I'm not really explaining myself. I'm more kind of trying to explore the subject and understand it a bit, because it's a very odd thing to me. Yeah, it's a very, yeah.
Do you want to see what colour I've painted the cat's bum?
Yes, we do.
So I've done it this colour. So she's got matching toe beans and ears.
Toe beans, I love the toe beans.
Toe beans.
Are you going to do eyes pink as well, or have we pulled back on the eyes?
I've got a slightly different shade of pink. There's like a nice kind of lilac-y colour that I'm thinking for that. Or she might be lilac. Yeah.
I do hope there's not a veiled threat there, Tasty, about you hiding people under your floorboards, because that's not on. That's honestly, that's not on at all.
Although I can believe that of her.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not remotely hurt or upset in any way. I'm not frightened. I don't care if you're in my area. I'm not bothered. I don't care if you come at me. I don't care if you stab me. I'll mend. I'm fairly bouncy. You'll probably bounce back off. In fact, my skin's so thick in places you probably wouldn't get a knife in. I suppose you could take out the one that's in my back and pop it in there.
The thing about people that are very judgmental about others, about what they look like or what they wear or what they do or how they are or what any other aspect of the person, and somebody's judgmental about it. I just want to sell us glass houses and all that. You know what I mean?
It's just so very weird, isn't it? It's like I said, one of the things in her response was that I am that she is working full time and having to resell to make ends meet, while I am swanning around like and throwing the money and fame around like Elton John. Throwing the money and fame around like Elton John. I have less than 5,000 subscribers. That's not famous. People have never heard of me. Most of the people have never heard of me. I quite often wake up in the morning and don't know who I am, so I don't expect other people to know who I am. And as for throwing the money around every single month, I wonder if I'm going to make the rent every single month. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what people see when they think that.
I think it's perhaps you see, so perhaps she knows that Elton John has his lunch at Wetherspoons or something.
That'll be it. Me and Elton John and Mary Berry having tea at Wetherspoons, that'll be what set it off.
Yeah,
exactly. It's usually projection, though. Somebody's being really hard on somebody else for what they consider to be one of their perceived faults. It's usually because it's actually one of their own faults that they're not seeing. That's usually what it is. That's not me, must be them. It's projection.
Yeah. So I like I said, that particular sentence, throwing the money and fame around, I was like, has she got the right person?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm wrong in this, but I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for people that spend their entire day worrying about what everybody else is doing.
I find it really weird that, like I said, that you would waste time watching somebody you don't like.
Because you're not putting energy into your own life. So what the hell are you doing floating around in your own life? It must be a pretty miserable place to be. If your only satisfaction, the way to make yourself feel better is to put somebody else down. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the thing is, there's a lot of this kind of. There's also been a few people who've gone along. I really like Carla, and then they work them round to not liking me. So they go, well, actually, if you go and look, you'll find out she's really nasty. If you actually just. So I had a comment on my waffle last week. So last week's waffle, my friend had died, and nearly all of the comments on my waffle were incredibly kind messages of condolence. And into that dropped, like a little floating turd in a swimming pool, a comment from a lady saying, I used to think you were nice, but now I found out you're a bully. Another YouTuber written off. She'd also posted something quite vile on Caroline's as well. Oh, now, the only place she could have found I was a bully was on this particular website. And the reason that the only place she could find out there is because it's not actually out there in the real world, because it doesn't exist. challenge you to find someone who will stand up and go, yeah, she bullied me. Come find them and show me, because I will be so astonished that that person exists that I will then apologize, because I will go, apparently I bullied you and didn't know I was doing it, you know. And it's so odd. But the one thing is that I find this site is actually, it does work that way. So when I found myself reading there, I found it turning me against certain people, not reselling people, but other YouTube. For example, there's a lady, Brummy Mummy of Me, and I've watched her for several years, and I've always enjoyed her Instagram content and her YouTube content. And I was obviously on this one reading it, and I find myself going, oh yeah, she is a bit like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, you're right, she does do a lot of that. And I thought, hang on a minute, why is this tide of opinion swayed me? Why is this work? And I think that's how the human brain works, that we are easily persuaded, we are easily turned against each other, which is, I mean, we could go on to that regarding the COVID thing and how that's all turning us against each other. But
it's like Lord of the Flies, isn't it, as well? It's that, you to feel protected, you become part of the gang, and they're a little gang on there, and so they protected each other. I mean, I'm sure if they all
and yet if we defend each other, apparently that's cliquey.
Yeah.
So that's another weirdness there as well, is that the behaviour that they dislike in others is acceptable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's acceptable for them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a weird psychology behind what they do, isn't it? At the end of the day,
as far as I'm aware, DBG, I think it's mostly female populated, not completely, but mostly female populated.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they are people that, for whatever reasons, want to anonymously spread horrible vitriol and rumours and gossip and hate about people that they don't know. And I think
it is the anonymity of it that annoys me, because they go, well, you're putting yourself out there, so you deserve to be criticised. Well, I tell you what, then you put yourself out there and do it. Do it under your own name.
Because they never say
my name is right here. You can see who I am. You can see who I am. So if I have an opinion that you don't like, you know it's mine. Whereas the idea of posting under an assumed name and then going, I can't believe you were nasty to me and I'm allowed to be nasty to you, but you're hiding behind an anonymous name. And like I said, and then they said that I should have apparently contacted them to tell them I didn't like what they were saying about me.
Yeah,
maybe you should have contacted me to say you didn't like me rather than putting it on an anonymous website. Maybe. I don't know. It's very odd, isn't it? Nadine says, and yet your subs keep going up, Carla. Don't let them get to you. I don't know any of you or the regulars in the chat, but I like you all. Thank you, Nadine. We like you too. Like I said, it doesn't hurt me, you know, sticks and stones and all that stuff. I get far more annoyed when they start on others. Far more annoyed. Yeah.
And by the way, guys, I don't even read it anymore.
Yeah, Lex doesn't go there at all. So you're wasting your time saying stuff about her, and I don't tell her what you say about her because she doesn't need to know. So, yeah.
So you're saying things like.
Yeah. It's weird. It's very weird. It's a weird old world, this one. We're in a weird world. I wonder if these people were the same or different before COVID as they are now. I wonder how much COVID has affected the. Yeah, exactly, Katie Jarvis. Yes, I listened to that podcast. Yeah, they literally ripped her life apart. They ripped Sally Hughes. They're still ripping her life apart now. They've ripped her apart for doing this podcast. You know, apparently she. Yeah, just it's unbelievable. It is. I'm not going to say the name of it because apparently I'll then be blamed for sending you all over there, sending my bullies over there. You know, so. But it's just very odd. Very, very odd.
And besides, if you do comment on there, they'll only report you for spamming.
Yeah, exactly. I joined. I didn't want to be a member, but I joined because they said one of the women said something vile about Natalie. And whilst I can put up with an awful lot, don't start on my kid. Don't start on my kid. And so I joined and I put up a very polite message saying, you know, you can say what you want about me. I don't care what you say about me. I couldn't give a shit, but don't start on my kid. She doesn't deserve this. She doesn't put herself on YouTube. She puts up with me putting her on YouTube occasionally, but don't start on her. And I think they called her skanky, and I lost my shit a bit over that. But I was extremely polite, because when I lose my shit, I get more and more polite. Funnily enough, I get very Jane Austen. I got a couple of actually, very decent responses saying, yes, you're right, that shouldn't have been said. Not from the person who said it. The person who said it went, well, because they were obviously 5 years old. But a couple of responses from other people, very adult, mature responses saying, you're correct, that shouldn't have been said. And then I made 3 more posts, again, only refuting stuff that had been said that was incorrect. 2 of those posts were about people saying that Lex and Josh were posting in that thread. And I was saying, no, Lex doesn't even read here. And if Josh was posting here, I'd know about it, So I made 4 posts in total. And then my account was banned for spam. 4 posts in total, 4 polite posts, none of which were, and I was banned for spam. And so, which means that when I mentioned this person the other day, and they said, their response to that was, you should have messaged me privately instead of, but no, being her, she's got to put it all over the internet. I have no way of messaging you, because remember, I don't know who you are. Remember that. Remember, you are hiding under this cloak of anonymity. I can't say anonymity.
Anonymity.
How many N's and M's are in there?
Too many.
Anonymity. Yeah, so there's no way I could personally have messaged this person to go, stop being an arse. But yeah, it is what it is. It does, like I said, it doesn't hurt me until they start on that. And if anybody watching this is going to take this as an excuse to start on that, I will find you and I will bring Death by Glamour with me.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, Queenie Conquest says, oh, how quickly some forgot, if you can be anything, be kind. The funny thing is that before Caroline Flack killed herself, this website had ripped her into a million shreds. Yeah. After she killed herself, they were all like, oh, poor Caroline Flack, you must be kind.
Yeah.
And also, just, I'm sure, okay, there will be people out there that have contributed to Caroline Flack's death in that way. Whether they just think that leaving that one little comment, but it was only one little comment, but that is one of the droplets in one of the things.
There will always be one straw that breaks the camel's back. You don't know whether your nasty comment is the one that took someone over the edge. You don't know. You don't know whether your droplet in that puddle was the one that finally caused it to overflow. But you can guarantee if that puddle did overflow and your comment was in there, then you are partly responsible.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a trigger. You can have a trigger that takes you into depression and stuff. And you just don't know. It can be one word or one sentence that is just nothing to somebody else.
It is. Yeah, exactly. You must be kind until you get bored in lockdown and have no other way to stimulate your brains. Yeah. Get a colouring.
Oh, a purple kitty.
Are you sure your Sharpies aren't bleeding through? Did you check?
No, it's okay actually. Only like a tiny bit, but no, it's all right. It's good paper. It's good paper.
It's good book. It's good book. Anyway, I did not intend this stream to be about this. It's one of those things that I always think I won't bother talking about it. I won't give it any airspace, and then it, I just blurt. I'm a blurter. It's official. I blurt.
But I did laugh at that person, like when you sent me, oh, guess what? It's all kicking off. They've just said that. It did make me laugh. So thanks.
Yeah.
Whatever your name is, you gave me a right chuckle.
DBD says, nobody knows what anybody's going through behind the scenes. You are better than nobody. I am better than nobody. Be fucking nice. And they will say that, nicer saying that when she's the one waving knives around, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Also, DBD is lovely. I mean, like, she, she's got math on her, but DBD's lovely. So.
Yeah. Yeah. She's not really wandering around waving massive knives at people. That's not actually happening.
She will be on Halloween, though.
Well, we will all be there on that Halloween, won't we? Yeah. Trick or shank or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Except anyway, Heather's going to be naked in a forest somewhere, isn't that right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about naked. It's a bit cold.
It's a bit chilly for naked. Heather will be in her long combinations in a forest somewhere.
A very, very big warm cloak. Black, of course.
We should probably say goodbye. It's been 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I don't know whether any of this has been useful content for anyone in any way whatsoever.
Probably not.
I hope we cheered up some of the people who were feeling a bit gloomy. I hope we haven't incensed anyone too much, apart from those who deserve it. Lainey says, in my picture of DBG, she's waving pencils. Why pencils? What have I missed there? Yeah.
It's been a lovely interlude from doing bugger all.
Yes, it makes a change doing nothing from doing bugger all, doesn't it? You know, if I did bugger all morning, then I did nothing all afternoon, and that made a change.
I will probably work till about 10 o'clock at night, just so soothsayers know.
I probably won't.
I definitely won't.
What I'm going to do, it's 4:10. I'm going to go and... Oh, no, I was going to say I'm going to go to the parcel shop, but I'm not, because Anthony's taken my car and the parcels are in it.
Oh. Anthony can go to the parcel shop.
I'm going to message Anthony and ask him to drop the parcels off on his way back with my car. Leanne says she feels better, so there you go. It was definitely worth coming on because we've improved Leanne's mood. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. I realise that people have come in and out and I haven't said hello, and I'm sorry for that. But there are 214 of you watching, and I'm pretty sure that I love almost all of you. Well, you don't know who's there, do you? You just don't know.
You know who you are.
You don't know who's there. My ex could be there watching. Imagine if all your exes were watching. You had a tiny penis. Even, you know, when I said it didn't matter, it did a bit.
Oh, what was the thing from Friends? What did she say? It doesn't happen to everyone. It is a big deal.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you to everyone for joining us. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. Doesn't matter what you do, it's all interaction. Do whatever you want. If you can't be nice,
be careful.
Be nasty. That's not right, is it? If you can't be nice, be nasty. If you can't be nice, be quiet.
Yes.
Stay safe and sanitize. No, that's Andrew. I'm stealing other people's lines now. I need to get out of my own.
I don't know. I was just going to say bugger off.
I'll just do a further Jack. Feck, girl, shite. Bye, everybody. Walk wave.
Bye-bye.